Hey everybody. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Chair Yoga. Must be Thursday. Just waiting for a few minutes for people to come on board and join in. Welcome to Thursday Night Chair Yoga. Hope you get a chair. Be so much easier for you. Feeling good. I hope you are too. Full of joy. Even though it's snowing. Who knew? And the circus in town. The circus tent is blowing everywhere. The roof is gone. Anyway, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, my neighbor's got a tent up. Anyway, thank you for joining. Let's get into position. So we've got our chair. We're sitting towards the edge of the chair. We're going to engage a pelvic tilt. We're going to let our shoulders release. We're going to soften the jaw. We're going to soften the brow. Just feeling some structure in the body and relaxed somewhat as well, right? We want to feel a little softness in the body, but we still want to create that structure to help the freedom of movement of energy. So heels are underneath the knees, pelvic tilt, lifting long in the spine. We're going to bring our hands onto our thighs and we're going to move while we breathe. And so what you're going to do is lift up one shoulder and your toes on that same foot and drop that down, and then the opposite side. So breathing in, and you're going to feel that elevation on one side. Exhale, we're going to soften it down. Breathe in and lifting and feeling that elevation on the opposite side. Just back and forth, nice and slow, taking your time, kind of moving with your breath, right? Don't necessarily move with my breath, but your breath. Find your own rhythm. In everything you do, you need to find your own rhythm. Just because it works one way for one person doesn't mean it works that way for you. Nothing is a blanket. Lifting and breathing in, exhaling, really letting that soften down. And we're going to let that movement go, just taking your attention to your torso. We're going to continue to breathe deeply. I want you to roll your torso. Just take your time and move in each direction, really giving yourself an opportunity to feel the different aspects of the body that are stretching and lengthening. Of course, we're dropping our hips back or keeping that pelvic tilt maintained, reaching out in all directions. Let your breath move with you. Let's change it up and move in the other direction. So taking your time, just shifting, moving the other way. Nice and slow. Slow it down a little bit. Relax your jaw. Just breathing while you move, giving all of your body an opportunity to experience these just simple little movements, but really beneficial for you and your body. Let's make our way back to that neutral position. From that neutral position, just giving yourself about 2 more really full breaths, breathing in through the nose and feel the whole barrel of the body expand. As you exhale, everything kind of softens down. Bring your arms beside your body. Just give your fingers a little wiggle. Give them a stretch. We're going to do the same with the toes. Give them a little wiggle. Give them a stretch. Let that go. We're going to just lengthen both legs forward. So checking in with the torso. We've got that pelvic tilt engaged, lifting long. Just checking in with the head. So you just drop the chin slightly and pull it back. That will create length in the back of the spine or in the cervical spine. We have this natural curve. It's there to enable us to walk, quite frankly, and to, of course, support the weight of the head. We're going to drop the chin and pull it back, just lessening that cervical curve. We want to keep that spine as long as we can. So as we start to come forward, if you need to soften your knees, you go right ahead. Ideally, the feet are flat to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, we're coming forward, lengthening over top of the thighs. Okay, so coming down as deeply as you can down, check in with the hips and drop them back towards the chair. Breathe. If you feel like you can bring your belly right to your thighs, you go ahead. Just take it as far as your body is willing to move. From here, what you're going to do is just shift from side to side. So you're just taking your torso out in one direction. Breathe into that center position. Exhale, shifting in the opposite direction. Breathing into the center. Exhale, shifting the torso. You're feeling lots of activity in the legs, kind of supporting the upper body and this movement. Breathe into that center position. Exhale, shifting the body out to the side. Your breath is your ally for so many things. And when you breathe consciously, you are changing your consciousness. Woo! Come on into the center. We're going to just push a little bit into the feet to lift ourselves back up to seated. Re-engage that pelvic tilt. Lifting long, drop the shoulders down. Release that tension in the jaw. We're going to bring one foot back and lengthen the opposite leg. Either hand on either thigh. Deep breath in here, nice and tall. Exhale. We're lengthening, keeping and maintaining that length in the spine as you come down. As you start to feel that stretch in that extended leg, if that knee needs to soften, please allow that to happen. Take yourself forward as far as you comfortably can without losing that length in the back of the body, right? We don't want to arch the back. We want to keep and maintain that length. Our chin is not forward. Our head is in alignment with the spine. Breathing, breathing. And when you get there, if you feel like you need a little bit more, just bringing your elbow towards the leg will help to deepen that pose a little bit for you. But just checking in again, recreating the structure in the spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe while you're here. Woo! Let's change sides. So pushing into that folded leg to lift back to center. Recreate that structure. Bring that heel underneath the knee. The opposite leg comes forward. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, keeping and maintaining length in the spine, coming forward. That hand kind of dropping down towards the lower leg, the ankle, the foot, the floor. Really depends how deeply your body is willing to move. Checking in with the hips. We're dropping them back. And of course, I can hear you breathing. And I know that there is space between your teeth, so that the jaw has an opportunity to relax and breathe here. Woo! Nice long spine, shoulders down away from the ears. If you need more, that elbow comes towards that leg. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I cannot tell you how important the breath is. Whoa, that feels so good. We're gonna lift, so nice and slow, we're starting to elevate. When we do, we're recreating that structure. Bring that heel underneath the knee, just rounding the spine here. So just round the body, take your chin to your chest. We're gonna lift the arms up to the height of the shoulder and stretch them forward, lengthening, rounding the upper back, the shoulders, lifting the torso. Drop the hands onto the thighs. Pelvic tilt is engaged, lifting long in the back of the body. Hands are on the thighs. We're going to extend that leg forward again. This time we're going to take both hands onto that outstretched leg. Take your, for me it's my left, it probably looks like my right. Bring that hand in front of the opposite hand. So whichever knee is folded, that hand comes in front of the other hand. Deep breath here and lengthen. Exhale, you're coming forward, starting to take your hands down towards that lower leg, softening the knee when you need to, and of course you're breathing. Relax your jaw a little. Drop your hips back towards the chair, really lengthening the spine as much as you comfortably can. If you need more, that elbow dropping towards the lower leg or towards the thigh. It depends on how far forward you are. Breathe, don't stop breathing. Really stretching that arm just as deeply as you can. Noticing the activity in the opposite leg. And then we're going to lift out nice and slow, coming back up to seated, recreating that pelvic tilt, lifting long in the body. That heel lands underneath the knee. We're going to take the opposite leg forward, That hand comes in front. Nice long spine, checking in with the body. Deep breath here. Exhale, we're coming down. Nice and slow. That knee softens when you need it to, and you're breathing. You're going to take this as deeply as your body is willing to go without any adverse reaction. You don't want to feel any dizziness, no pain, no discomfort. We're trying to feel good. And of course, let your breath move with you, really expanding the torso as you breathe in, really letting the shoulders and the jaw soften as you exhale. Deep breathing paired with these simple yet very effective movements help to transform physical, emotional, mental aspects of you into a state of calm. And don't we all want to be there? I know I do. Lifting, pushing into that foot, lifting yourself back to seated. Take your shoulders right up towards your ears. Oh, roll it back and down. Bring that ankle underneath the knee. Hands on the knees, just very gently. You're just going to sway your knees from side to side. You don't have to move very deeply. Bring that back to center. We're going to round the spine. So you're taking the thoracic spine towards the back of the chair, chin to the chest, lifting the arms up to the height of the shoulder, lengthening them forward, holding them together if you need that. Oh, breathe in, really opening up the upper back and the shoulders. As you lift, the arms are going to come up beside the ears. Drop the hands down towards the top of the head or behind the head. Pelvic tilt is engaged, and all you're going to do is just drop your elbows from side to side. Not a huge movement, but very effective. Breathing. Pelvic tilt, so drop those hips down. Don't have that arch in the back. We want to maintain the length, helping to create freedom of movement, of energy. Lengthening the heels of the hands towards the ceiling. They're going to come down to the height of the shoulders. We're going to bring our hands back towards the body. So if you have shoulder issues, drop that down. If you feel more confident here, bring it up. We're going to face the palms towards the torso. Breathe in. Exhale, you're going to twist and just take your elbows a little bit deeper. Looking out to the side. Breathe. Nice and slow, we're coming to that center position. Let's pause here and check in with the body. We're still maintaining that structure. Breathe in. Exhale, twisting in the opposite direction. Take those elbows a little deeper. We're looking in that direction. Of course, the breath is with us. No tension in the brow, no tension in the jaw. Drop those shoulders. If they're elevated, drop them down. Breathe. Come on into the center. Woo, that one created a little bit of heat. So we're turning the palms into the room. We're going to lengthen the arms. Stretch your arms as long as you comfortably can. Release that. We're going to open up, stretching the arms back behind the body towards the chair. Then bring that down. What I want you to do is take one hand and just bring it onto the back of the chair. So when you do that, we're going to kind of lean in the opposite direction, just letting that arm kind of hang down beside, and we'll just spin it a little bit, just a little roll with that arm, releasing that shoulder. Heels are still underneath the knees. The knees have a little bit of space. Let's turn that arm in the other direction, lengthening and opening up the side of the body. And we're going to elevate. So just folding that elbow to lift you back into that center position. Stretching your arms forward, rounding the back of the body. Chin travels to the chest. Woo! Lift it out. Relax the jaw. Soften the shoulders. No tension in the brow. We're going to take the opposite hand, hooking it onto the top of the chair. Take your arm down beside the body. Just let that shoulder hang. And you're kind of leaning in this direction as deeply as your body's willing to move. We're going to roll that arm, really letting that shoulder drop down. Let that arm release. Sweet release. Let's go in the other direction. Lifting, so we're just folding that elbow, coming back to seated. We're lengthening the arms forward, chin to the chest, round the spine, lifting up and out. And we're going to transition and move up to a standing position. So I want you to come and stand with the back of the chair facing you. So we'll use the back of the chair for support. We're going to have both hands on the back of the chair. And we're going to just walk ourselves away from the back of the chair. So you can see there's an angle between my ankle and my hips. And then we're going to lengthen the hips. Now what I want you to do here, with your hips lengthened, we're not going to drop the torso completely down. We're going to stay somewhat elevated, but we still want to maintain that pelvic tilt. And we're going to fold one knee and reach that hip back. This is where you kind of drop the torso. So it'll just lower just slightly. Mind your knees. Please don't go so far that you feel any pulling or tension or popping or cracking. You want to be gentle. Coming into that center position, just pausing here for a moment, then the opposite knee folds in. You kind of lift that hip up and back, stretching it long. Softness in the elbows if you need that. You don't have to have straight arms if that doesn't feel good for you. And of course, you're breathing. Please don't hold your breath. Let's change sides. So we're straightening both legs first, kind of coming into that center position, folding that knee. So the knee is kind of dropping in and reaching over as that hip reaches back in the opposite direction. And then let your breath move with you. Can you feel that power in your breath? Like you really are building energy with that breathing, and every exhalation you're releasing tension. We're changing sides, pausing in the center, changing sides, breathe, breathe. Oh, that feels so good. Your body loves it, loves it, loves it. We're going to come into the center. This is where I want you to drop your torso down. So you're bringing that torso down. Your ears are kind of tucked in between your arms. The legs are as long as they comfortably can be. Of course, you can soften your elbows if you need to. And you guessed it, your breath is with you. Let's soften both knees. Drop your hips down. You're going to just take yourself down as far as you comfortably can. Then lengthen again. Breathe. Dropping the torso. Take some breath here. Then we're going to soften the knees, drop the hips down, stretching the back of the body, breathing, strengthening. That breath is really going to help support this. We're going to lengthen, and as we lengthen, we're shifting the weight of our body in towards the hands. We're going to walk ourselves back towards the chair. Just give your body a little shake here. Dance it out a little bit, even though we don't have music, because it will get muted. So we're going to stay at the back of the chair. So what I want you to do is just turn to the side of the chair. You're going to be about the length of your foot away from the chair. We're just using it for support. We're going to step 1 foot forward. And then we're going to make sure that our hips are facing forward. So make sure your torso is facing forward in the same direction. Always softening the knees if you need to. Pelvic tilt engaged here, lifting long, deep breath in, and we're going to fold forward. So just bringing the torso forward. Maintain that length in the back of the body. Softening your knees when you need to. You're just going to take yourself forward as far as you comfortably can without any adverse reaction. Letting that forward arm just hang down towards the floor. Really feel the weight of that arm helping to open up the shoulder. And breathe here. Take yourself as deeply forward as you comfortably can. Nice and slow, we're going to start to lift. So lifting yourself back to that standing position, take your shoulder and just roll it back behind the ear and let that go. Just walking from foot to foot. And so we're going to change sides, so you kind of have to move your chair or move yourself to face in the other direction, whichever is easier for you. Using the chair for support, I'm standing about the length of my foot away. The opposite foot is walking 1 step forward. Pelvic tilt, lifting long. Take a deep breath here. You're starting to fold over top of that extended leg, softening the knees where you need to. And of course, you're breathing. We're going to let that arm hang down. Just let the weight of it open up that shoulder. Spine is long, breath is moving. Let's roll the arm. in the other direction. Just giving that a little assistance in opening up the shoulder. Breathe, breathe. We're going to make our way to standing, so I'm going to soften both knees, push into the feet, and lift myself back to standing. Take that foot beside the other foot, just walking from side to side, just giving your body a little movement. And we're going to do one more stretch at the chair. So we're going to open up the sides of the body. So we'll use the back of the chair again. We're just holding the back of the chair, shoulders are down, pelvic tilt, all that fun stuff. Take the outside leg and just bring it across the front of the body and bring it to the floor where it feels the most natural to you. As soon as we do that, the body twists. We're going to bring it forward again, clenching your pelvic floor muscles, tightening your glutes, squeezing your thighs together. Lots of activity in the lower body to help support the upper body movement. We're going to just use that chair for support. Turn that palm away from the body, breathe in, bring it up beside the ear, and you're going to just lengthen over to the side. Watch that you're not pushing and arching that hip out. You want to kind of maintain the torso somewhat over top of the legs. Oh, so good. Breathe while you're here. Please don't hold your breath. You know that. Let your jaw relax. There's no tension in your brow. Opening up the sides of the body. If your shoulder's an issue, bringing it across the front of the body at the height of the shoulder, maybe a little bit lower. You decide what feels good for you. Breathe in. We're going to start to lengthen. When you do, reaching that arm out to the side of the body, drop it down, unfold the legs, walking yourself to the other side or moving your chair. Here we go. Let's balance things out and do the other side. So, turning that palm away. Breathe in, lifting. So we're lengthening here, shifting up towards the ceiling, reaching across we forgot the leg. Let's come out. Holy. Help me out here, people. Somebody must have said something. We're going to cross that foot over, turn the torso forward, create that structure. Breathe in, bring that arm beside the ear, lifting here first, then lengthening over to the side. Breathe. Trying to have that arm tucked up against the ear, or if that bothers your shoulder, bring it across the front of the body. Find that spot that works the best for you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Open, open, open. Take a deep breath in as you lift. Stretch that arm out to the side of the body. Bring it down. Shake everything out. Walking from side to side. We're going to move back down into our chair. So when you come down onto your chair, bring your hips all the way to the back of the chair. And you're going to stretch your arms back, kind of lengthening the torso up over top if you can. If your chair's higher, you won't be able to, and that's fine. Stretching the arms back, reaching back as far as you can. Stretch your legs forward, give your toes a little wiggle. Lifting or lengthening your feet as high as you comfortably can. Oh, coming back to neutral. Bring your feet to the floor. The arms are going to come across the front of the body, hooking onto your shoulders. Walk those hands towards each other. Give yourself a little squeeze. Might be the only one you get for a while. Maybe it is the only one you've had in a while. Open that back up, stretching the arms back as deeply as you can. Deep breaths. Coming forward. Opposite arm is on top. Walking the hands closer. Give yourself a squeeze. Deep breath here. Shoulders release. Let the arms come down beside the body. Give them a little shake. We're going to come forward on our chair. So just bringing yourself forward on the chair. We're going to take a little bit of space between the feet and the knees. And all you're going to do is drop one knee in towards the opposite knee. Please be mindful of your knees and don't take it to the point of feeling discomfort or pain. Just very gently lifting and lowering, taking your time. Nice and slow. letting that movement go. We're going to take our feet and our knees back towards each other, just softening your shoulders, soften the body a little bit. We are going to maintain our structure, just very gently rolling your head from side to side. So you're reaching one ear out to your shoulder, you're dropping your chin to your chest, and you're making your way to the other side. Please move slowly. Breathe in. You're in that neutral center position. Exhaling. You're reaching out in one direction. Breathing into the center. Exhale the opposite direction. There is no tension in your face or your jaw. Notice how you're feeling. We're going to bring our head back to that neutral position. Just take your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. Reach the back behind you. Drop them down. And we're just going to continue that movement, rolling the shoulders. And moving the shoulders in all directions as deeply as you can. Let's go the other way. Oh, that feels good. Take your arms down beside your body. Just give them some little bit of movement. Moving the shoulders, moving the arms, starting to move the torso. And we're going to let that go. Just taking your attention down to your feet, and you're just going to lift up the front of your feet and then drop that down and lift the heels. So you're just back and forth between those points. And we're going to let that go. Just encouraging you to get yourself comfortable in your chair. Finding that position where you can just pause for a few moments. Just being aware of your body for a moment, encouraging you to relax and soften muscles where you can. Taking any tension out of the spine and out of the limbs, out of the face. Just let everything soften. I'm going to encourage you to close your eyes. Be comfortable in your chair. With your eyes closed, just inviting you to give yourself some deep breaths. So we're going to bring that breath in through the nose and target the lower part of the lungs and then fill into the top of the lungs. As you exhale, you'll feel your chest soften and you'll feel your belly button kind of pull back towards the spine to express all of that air out of the base of the lungs, which encourages that next breath to move into the bottom of the lungs, absorbing as much oxygen as we can, that will then be distributed to the structures, the systems, the organs, the cells, the tissues. It all needs that oxygen, so bringing that in fully and deeply. Every exhalation is an opportunity for you to relax and become more at ease. Just a couple more. After that last deep exhalation, just noticing how you're feeling. Can you feel a little ease in the body, in the mind? Can you feel that calmness? Maybe even that spark of joy. I know I have been feeling a tremendous amount of joy the last several days. It feels good. It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. And I hope that you're experiencing that same sense of peace and that same joy. Enjoy the wonder in the world, even in this tumultuous time. There is still beauty in nature. There's still beauty in people, in the actions of others. There still is a generous spirit in the world, and I hope you're contributing to that. When we experience joy for ourselves, we emit that into the ethers, and hopefully those droplets of joyful energy land on others and encourage their joy. Bringing your hands together in front of the body, many blessings to you all. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for yoga. I will see you next week for chair yoga and possibly a meditation. I feel one brewing. Thank you so much. Namaste. Good night, kids. Much love.